Not too happy with the way Diablo 2 Resurrected came out, and at the same time, THQ Nordic put out a sale and on Steam, and they're like, "Oh, you can have Titan Quest Anniversary Edition for free." I'm like, "Yeah, I played that back in the day," and so we got that shit, and we got it going up in 4K, 120 frames, and all that good jazz, modern yabbity yabbity, and play with a friend. And so was going through it. I'm like, this is I can see why I dropped this back in the day. It's a, I don't know, generic, mediocre, average. That's really the way I describe it. Basically, I ran as a storm class, and then nature is a second. You get on Titan Quest, you get basically you start off a starter class and you pick a secondary class, and you kind of mix and match your own little class from that. It put me technically it's called a druid or whatever, but I'm looking through the storm stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna be a lightning sorceress, and then I'm like looking at this stuff, and it's like there was only one really decent active skill. Everything else had like cooldown at the ass, or it looked like it was mainly like a passive for a different damn class, honestly. And so I'm like, I seen this ice shard shit. I'm clicking this stuff, and I'm like, okay, this seems to be average. But I'm looking at, if you go all in on this ice shard, it's like, wow, you're going to get multiple shots and it's going to pierce. And like, this thing's going to be like a damn multi-shot shotgun. And yeah, that's exactly what it was. And once I get that thing upgraded, the whole damn game, at least on normal difficulty, what I played through, was on lull status. It was face roll. Just roll your face on the keyboard. You could fall asleep. You don't even need to roll. Just face on the keyboard. And you're going to win this damn game. And it was just an absolute murder fest. And my friend Eddie, who was going down to be basically kind of like a berserker, double-handed guy, he was having a rough time till later in the game. He started to catch up. I think he put too much stuff in passives to start with. But once I got this thing, it was like, oh, this whole game's over with, and I could just carry the whole me and him. And if there's more people, I can carry that too. Now, maybe later in the game, this wouldn't be completely broken, but I didn't feel like, honestly, going through and playing, what was it called, epic and legendary modes. I just didn't feel it at all. And they've added expansions like post Immortal Throne, like post this game being out for years. They've added fairly recent expansions. But I just checked the reviews and people were not liking them. I don't know much about them, and so I just played through this and Immortal Throne. The Immortal Throne part, or Act 4, is by far the best part of this game. Some of these other acts are pretty forgettable, and you just kind of go into these caves, go down your ice shotgun. It costs a bunch of mana, but you just carry like 5,000 mana potions, and then the main problem of using that skill is just gone. You just suck them out of your potions down the ass. Beep beep beep. It was E. I think it was E. Just keep pressing E and then right click and then win. And there's not much variety, in my opinion. They had different type of casty monsters or whatever, but it all felt very samey. I mean, maybe because I was just so broken. And I found a little bit of gear that was cool, pretty cool. I found 2 pieces of like a wizard type set, but I never finished it. But hell, I didn't need to. He's like, it seemed to me just get faster cast rate. That seemed to be the real key to damage. Just have a shit ton of faster cast rate. Just have freaking damn contra spread on shotgun to blow up a whole damn screen in 1 or 2 hits. And just beast through this game. It's not randomly generated the way Diablo is, so it has this kind of like Baldur's Gate type effect when you're looking at the map and you're kind of just opening up pieces of the map, and it's very fun and addictive to play games like that where you're slowly opening up pieces of the map. The problem is, while it's not randomly generated, it has a very much mundane thing. Like there's 40,000 little caves like the one I've got going here, and they all look about the same. It's just like a lot of copy paste type stuff, and so there might be some cool thing like some graphics that they took time to make a nice waterfall or whatever. It felt so generic, so it really did feel like this might as well have been randomly generated. It didn't speak out, which would your level design was kind of crap. So it just gave it a samey feel, and so once we beat the game about 20 hours. Not too tough at all. I decided, like, you know what? I talked to my friend, it's like Eddie, and he's like, I don't think we want to play through this anymore. Let's go play something else. And so we moved on to a different game. I didn't pay for it, so hey, it was free. It was free. But we're going to give one paw up Brian's played 40,000 million of these action RPGs, and this one does not stand out, does not speak to me. It ain't very great. Now, for Big Kitty, she liked the 4K, the 120 hertz. She liked the, they tried to do some quality of life stuff that they added to the anniversary edition, and then, you know, we also didn't like having to not pay for it, and then it was so easy to just bring up our VPN and play local LAN, no hassle, no bullshit. And it was all working within them 10 minutes, and other than that, you know, it was a pretty good time. So I don't recommend it. I mean, if it's free, click it down to your download list. But anyway, like and subscribe and all that shit.